Hi guys, so I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be a really quick reading for Gemini from 21st to the 27th of June. So a quick weekly reading. So let's see what we get. So we're going to use the good old Rider-Waite to do this one. I apologise for the camera angle and how I'm positioned, but I can't find my tripod because we were using it yesterday. My friends came around yesterday and we were taking some pictures and now I can't find it. So anyway, we're gonna do this quick reading, but the camera setup is going to be pretty basic, so let's just keep going with this one. So again, 21st till the 27th of June. This is for Gemini. Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Cross watchers are more than welcome. Okay, let's see what we get. We're just gonna see if any cards want to come out. The World. Okay, so the World, Geminis, is all about opportunity, and it feels like the first thing that came into my mind was opportunity. There's opportunity next week for things to turn around, okay, for things to happen, for you to make things happen, and for changes to be made and for improvements to be made. And that's the World. That's new cycles beginning, okay? So something, it's also excitement, you know, opportunities, whoops, for excitement, yeah. So definitely could be in regards to work or something that you're working on. So what have we got here? This is, yeah, Seven of Pentacles. You know, this is all about working towards something. So it feels like, although we're talking about new cycles with the World card, okay, like new opportunities, it does feel as if this is something that you've been working on for a while that brings with it an opportunity. So it could be a project, it could be work, it could be study, it could be a number of things, but something that you've been working on, you're starting to see things materialize, see the opportunity, see the light at the end of the tunnel. So it feels like maybe something you've been working on for a while. You know, you're starting to see the results, or things are starting to pick up. In a relationship, you could I mean, it could be in regards to a relationship, but the Five of Cups is a feeling of being a little bit sorry for yourself and thinking you've lost out. Okay, so possibly there was a situation that you've been putting a lot of effort into, putting a lot of work into, but perhaps you felt like the phrase I got was falling on deaf ears. It feels almost like it's an expression, if you're not familiar with it, that sort of means that you're speaking but it's not really being heard or listened to. And in some ways, this could be a situation in which you've been putting a lot of work in, but you feel like you're either not getting recognition for what you're doing, or you're not actually physically seeing results. So while you're working hard, you can't necessarily see the results, or you were in a stage where you couldn't necessarily see the results. So it does feel like this is changing. So this could be the cycle that's kind of closing out for a new one. But Page of Wands, it could be that you kind of, during this journey, you lost a bit of passion for what you were doing. And I'm just thinking you've got earth, water, fire. So you've got quite a lot of energies here. So I feel like with Page of Wands, there's ideas of passion coming back in, motivation, okay? So it almost feels like maybe this was a bit of a slog. Something that you were putting work into really started to actually drain you, and you started to feel a bit disheartened, like you'd lost out, like, you know, you weren't seeing the results that you wanted to see, and it was really slow, and it was a slow process, just thinking retrograde in my head. But your passion is starting to come back for what it is that you're working on, okay? And I think this is what brings about sort of this new cycle, because I feel like you are going to start to see the fruit of your labor. You are going to start to see results, okay? Oh, I just dropped loads of cards, excuse me a second. So yeah, it does feel like you've got a bit of everything going on, which to me, the first thing that I noticed, and I'm sorry I'm not in the frame, and excuse all the washing on my daughter, but it does feel like something that you know, has taken its toll, because you've got that earth, the water and the fire. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on for you, Geminis, because we're talking about emotionally, we're talking about physically, we're talking about your motivation, your passions, your feelings, your sense of stability. It's all kind of out here on the table. So this is a big deal. So whatever it is that you've been working on, this could just be life in general. For, you know, for many of us, we have a lot of things going on at one time. It's very rare that there's sort of like one thing that we need to improve on, or one thing that we're working on. So I'm so sorry, I just keep chucking cards everywhere. So I feel like, and I really wanted to do this reading, so I think there's something significant in the fact that it almost feels like, Geminis, the message would be, you've been putting work in for a long time, and this could just be the fact that you as a person have been working really hard for a long time, and it's not, and you should be commended for it. Okay, take pride in the fact that you've had a lot going on and you've been working through it. Okay, and you've suffered, you felt the pressures of working hard, the stresses of working. It could be studying, it could be working on relationships, working on yourself, but you felt that pressure, that emotional involvement in your journey, whatever it is. Okay, and it does feel like things are about to change. Okay, you're coming into a new cycle now where it's like you're gonna start to see improvements, okay, that make it all seem worthwhile. All this effort and hard work that you've been putting in, you're gonna start to see it materialize. Okay, so let's have a little look what else comes out for you, Geminis. Let's see. So definitely, I mean, you know, I feel like this has been a difficult journey, whatever this is for you. There's so much energy in these cards that they just keep bouncing about all over the place. And I feel like I'm even shuffling quite gently, but let's just see what else comes out. But definitely, you know, the World in the upright position is a great card, because it just indicates that, you know, this journey that you've been on for a long time, you know, and it has been tough. That's what I'm seeing with the cards. You know, things have been tough for a long time. You're coming out of that energy. Okay, something new is beginning. New cycle is beginning. All right. Okay. Yeah, 9 of Swords. 8 of Swords, sorry, 8 of Swords. And now we've got air energy as well. So we have, I feel, it's a reading already that the energy feels quite scatty. It feels all over the place. A lot of that could be due to the energy of the retrograde. I personally have felt this retrograde, especially a couple of weeks ago. I felt this energy a lot. It was really, really heavy. And this kind of reflects that, because again, you've got all the elements here. It's, the World indicates, you know, the start of something new. And I feel like this is coming out of that energy now. So you're coming out of the energy where you feel really stuck. An energy of feeling stagnant and stuck. And I'm working. I'm not seeing the results. And even as I'm speaking, like, I feel that sense of anxiety. I can feel it, you know. And I feel like this is what you're moving away from, Gems. Because I feel, do you know, I genuinely feel like you've not had it easy. And this could have been going on for a little while, you know. This could have been taking its toll, right? That card wants to come out. Yeah, King of Wands. I feel like you were really in a position where you almost, because you were working so hard, and there's a feeling of burnout, okay? Because I get like the fire element burnout. I feel like you had your attention was needed in so many different areas, and you were putting the work in, and you were working on the things you needed to, and you were moving forward and progressing, but my God, it took its toll. Like, I think you started to lose motivation and purpose and direction because there was just too much going on. And it feels like, I can feel this energy, seriously. Okay, so King of Wands being in reverse, obviously in the upright position, it's a very you know, it's someone who's passionate, and, you know, particularly in matters of, you know, love or relationships and strength. But I feel like this kind of, this process of having to work and really, you know, work really hard, I think it drained you. I think it really drained you. And there is an element of burnout here. as I say, because the World card was the first one out, I feel like the message of this reading primarily, although this is talking about what you've been through or what's been going on for you, I do feel like the World card, as it was the first card that came out, is essentially saying it's going to change. Okay, the new cycle is beginning where you reap the rewards, you know, of what you've been doing. Yeah, Six of Swords. Moving into calmer waters. I feel like definitely this was you. So if you have a look at this reading, if the way that it's laid out on the table. So we have Nine of Swords, we have the King of Wands in reverse, and the Six of Swords. So I feel like this element of feeling really trapped and stuck. And when I say trapped, I mean more like, can you see how she's tied up and blindfolded? You've got so much going on you can't see clearly at all. Like, maybe there's a lack of planning or a lack of like timekeeping, or you've just got so much going on, it has overwhelmed you, which reversed this energy, which is what's reversing this motivational, this person who's get up and go and strong. And it had you kind of really questioning what you were doing all this for. It's like, why am I doing all this? I'm killing myself working this hard. I'm putting so much effort in, and for what? Right? That was your energy. But you are moving towards these calmer waters, this calmer time. You are moving towards a sense of calm. And everything is going to come to light. Everything is going to make sense. Whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been working towards, the process and why it's taken so long and it's been so difficult, you're going to start to see the reward. And that's where it all makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so that's, yeah, Ten of Swords. I think you've just had too much going on. You know, I mean, you know, this can be like swords in the back, as in deceit, and just feeling like people are just not like understanding how much you've got going on. What's, you know, but Ten of Swords is you're done. I think you cannot give any more to this situation. You've been working that hard that I just don't think you have any more to give. I think you're losing patience. I think you're losing motivation. And that's a really difficult feeling because, you know, it's good to be clear in your goals and exactly what it is you want to achieve. But I feel like there's a sense here of feeling pulled in so many different directions that it's almost like you can't give 100% to everything. You're just doing as much as you can in the time that you have. Page of Swords wanted to pop out. So I feel like there's clarity coming in, okay? You're starting to see, and again, this is all Swords energy now. So while you were being pulled in a lot of different directions at first, that's been on the bottom of the deck twice, Seven of Swords. There's a lot of air energy here, and I just feel like you go from a stage of feeling really, really stuck and confused and blindfolded and tied to a situation. And now you're starting to move into a sense of calm where you think, right, you know, it's out with the old, okay? 10, completion of cycles, out with the old. That's where the World card comes in, the new beginning, okay? Where clarity starts to come in, ideas start to come in. And with retrograde, this could have been a slow process because, you know, everything is slowed down. Then you have Knight of Cups and Six of Cups. So it's almost like, I feel like this is potentially a different situation, but this could be someone whom, this could be a relationship, okay, where someone is making an emotional offer, okay? And again, it's a small offer of communication because with the Knight, he's very like, he means well, the Knight. He's not like a bad guy, but it's a small offer of love. But we've got Six of Cups here. So this is someone with whom you have a history with, okay? Memories with. There's a sense of nostalgia, okay? So maybe you're thinking back to the beginning of this relationship and, you know, or you just have a history with this person, could have children with this person. What do we have here? Seven of Wands, and we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah. There's a few sevens here, if I'm right. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Yeah. There's a real kind of energy of fighting. You've been fighting to keep your head above the water for a long time. You've been fighting to keep your head above the water, and you've been fighting and you've been pushing on, and it's been tough and really difficult, okay? You've had to defend your position. You've had to defend your choices, your actions, the work that you're putting in. You've had to really, and you felt really, really stuck at times, yeah? It feels like this Knight of Cups then and the Six of Cups is there's someone in your life who really wants to support you and wants to be there for you, through thick and thin, yeah? Someone who really can offer emotional support, okay? Especially with the Six of Cups. It's a very nostalgic, like, long-term connection energy. So it feels like while all this has been going on, yeah, Ten of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. So it does feel like this sense of stability and security is coming in. And this is where I believe you've got a bit of like emotional involvement here with the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups. So this could be a relationship that you're in, or somebody in your life that you'll kind of have emotional ties to. Not just emotional ties, but you have a relationship with of some sort, okay? And I feel like when things start to come together with the world, okay, when you get this kind of, this cycle closes out, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, okay, and there's a chance for, you know, rebirth, a new start. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Things are going to start to come together, and I feel like your life, maybe, Geminis, has felt quite disjointed for a while, where you have been trying to stretch yourself too thin. Yeah, there's too many areas that have needed your attention or demanded your attention, okay, and it feels like this is going to start to come together, okay, because you've got two tens now as well in the world. I do feel like Ace of Pentacles is a new sort of, you know, this could be a new sort of financial beginning. Or for me, it just seems the work is paying off, yeah, because you had the Seven of Pentacles, right, and it just feels like all that work you've been putting in is going to start to pay off. Then I'll take this one. So Four of Swords came out. So this is about resting, recuperation. You're going to have a chance to rest and recuperate once, you know, once you do start to see these successes come in. You are going to have a chance to rest and recuperate. So where things have been really difficult and stressful for a long time, just know that you are going to have a chance to look after yourself, and there'll be a period of calm, okay, where you can just get over all this stuff you've been dealing with. Yeah. And whatever it is that you've felt like was so overwhelming, again, it could be this project work situation, all these areas of life, you really wanted to just throw the towel in and walk away. This is in reverse. You've stuck with it, you've persevered, Geminis, and you were going to see the results. So please, it feels like you've been working so hard. Whatever it is that you've been working on, okay, just know that when things start to come together for you, you're going to understand why you didn't throw the towel in, because you're a strong person, because you're a hard worker, but you'll be glad that you didn't give up. Yeah. And it you know, it could have caused you so much stress, but you were going to be so glad you stuck with this and persevered. Okay. So that's a message for Gemini. I'm not going to take any more cards, although I did notice 8 wands on the bottom of the deck. Communication. Okay. So this can be communication coming in. Ultimately, to sum up, I feel like the first card out being the World, you've got a new cycle beginning. I feel like you've had a lot going on. Take it as it resonates, because, you know, it's timeless in that sense. You could have been for a long time dealing with a number of things in life that, you know, demanded your attention, and it left you feeling kind of stressed out and stuck, and you wanted to give up. You know, there were times when you thought, I just can't do this anymore. I can't put any more in. I'm tired and I need to just rest and take time for myself. But you'll be happy that you did, okay, because there's better things coming. All right, there's better things coming, and everything you've done so far is working towards this outcome, okay, which is going to be a positive one. So Gems, that is your reading for next week. I hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully I'll see you for the next one.